Hey, 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 hey. I know I'm taking a risk doing a live during the draft. Yes, I am. But I'm paying attention too, y'all. I'm paying attention too. I'm seeing who get drafted where. I mean, we way way far down in the draft. So it ain't like we gonna get nothing of real value anyway. So I'll let y'all do what y'all do. Um, and y'all can pull up when you pull up. Maybe I should have waited. I don't know. Man, yeah. We come back here in a minute. No fool. Well, you know what? We can do this. Ha ha. Groovy. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up is everybody is checking out the draft. That's she. Is she? No, that's not what I meant. These people. Oh, Nico Bean. Still got corny ass jokes, huh? All right. Whatever. What up, Gray? Whoa, you guys are not plugged into the NFL draft. Of course you're plugged into the NFL draft. I know y'all watching it. I know y'all see who Caleb Williams went to. But who cares? Caleb Williams is going to be a bust. Yes, you heard it right here. When was the last time the number one draft pick was a bust? Well, I don't see Paul Martin in here, but he would probably say Mitch Trubisky in 2017. Yeah, it's Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky, and he's playing backup for for Josh Allen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You ain't gonna see no play. Who picked Caleb Williams? The Panthers. And the Commanders got that other boy. I want to say from was it LSU? I think they got him. Oh, hey y'all in here. Dang, y'all got in here fast. Okay, well, since y'all got in here so fast, I can stop wasting my time talking about the draft because I look at it like this, bruh. It's gonna be all over the internet for like the next 3-4 days. So even if you don't see it in real time, unless you are one of them people that just absolutely got to see the NFL draft in real time, what difference does it make if you find out who your team picked at 5 o'clock versus 9 o'clock or the next damn day? They still picked them, and it's not going to change just because you wasn't there to see them picking them. So that's where I'm at with it. Oh, look at y'all. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. I just said, and between the Knicks and the Sixers, I figured. Patriots draft Drake May. Hello, Queen Mother. And my man Theo B's in the building. Man, Theo B's in the building. All right, y'all. Y'all in here. Y'all pulled up. Ain't no NFL draft gonna keep me from doing what I do. Okay, so do we go lighthearted first or extremely controversial, because I got a few talking points that didn't pop up in a picture today, and y'all gonna be like, ooh. So, where we want to go? Do we want to go? We just want to get straight into the meat and potatoes, or do we want to kind of end up there? You know what I mean? Look, I made changes. See, we making changes up in here. We making change. We making things different. We made the more they're different, the more they stay the same. I think I'm gonna get some more of them little short ones, and I'm gonna put some little short ones all the way across. Characters with wings make for great decoration. Didn't nobody say nothing? All right, bump it. I'm gonna do what I feel like doing this evening. So, party people in the house, talk to me about this right here. Okay, today there was an article that said KeKe wants to be considered for a role in the Marvel Universe. And if that picture to the right isn't any indication of what character KeKe is wanting to play, I don't know what to tell y'all. But yeah, that's who she want to play. Just because she want to play Rogue doesn't necessarily. And will you people, and when I say you people, I mean you people that don't know how to spell. Rogue is spelled R-O-G-U-E. You can thank them fancy French people for making it look like Rogue U. That's how Rogue is spelled. R-O-U-G-E spells rouge. That's red in French. Stop doing that. But yeah, KeKe is not who I think of when I think X-Men role for KeKe. It's not Rogue. It's definitely not Rogue. Cecilia Reyes, you know, I mean, let's stop with this color swapping, race swapping. Just stop swapping. You know, go with what source material gives you to go with, because 9 times out of 10, that's better than any choice some clout chasing writer or an ambitious actress could come up with. I don't know. Let her audition. Maybe she knocks it out the park, but the popular opinion is she wants to be Rogue. But bear in mind, rumor, talk, gossip, church ladies, females ain't got nothing better to do. A lot of men in some cases. Gossip, spread rumors. Don't spread rumors, y'all. Just because you see something on Twitter or you see something online, don't just jump up and start freaking out about it. Usually what I do when I see something, I do some research. Because I'm going to sound like a fool and a half if I come online talking about, oh, this what happened right here, y'all. And then it turns out to be a horse of a different color. You see what I'm saying? So when they tell you it's a rumor, take that with a grain of salt. It might be a great conversational point, but to just take it and run with it and say some stuff like, ooh, Rogue is supposed to be played by KeKe Palmer when the X-Men come out. Nobody said that. It's just our misgivings of what we want to see versus what we don't want to see that makes us speak out. So before everything's said and done, I mean, you can let them know how you feel about it, but don't, you know what I mean? Is it really Is it serious to the point where you just like, nah, I gotta draw a line in the sand? Instead of recast, how about don't recast Rogue wrong? Y'all gonna sign a petition for that? But I'm just, I'm having fun. What y'all, man, y'all must be saying hi to each other. Okay. So how I flow, go how I go. Okay. Well, the matters pertinent to speaking topic. Uh Nico said, I believe she could play a Marvel, but not Rogue. Agree. Kamoyo said, not feeling it. Give me a thick white girl for Rogue. Isn't she campaigning for Storm? I'll be honest with you, Kamoyo. She can't play that role either. She gonna have to show me a hell of an accent. You know what I mean? Storm gotta have an accent. I don't care who plays her, whoever plays her must have an accent. Okay, you can't be talking like sometimes the accent there and sometimes the accent ain't there, like Halle Berry did, and then go overboard with it and just not be stormish enough, like Alexandra Shipp. Got to capture all of that, man. Okay, and people who are casting should take that into consideration. You know what I mean? A lot of times the MCU is casting based on star power, not necessarily if that person is right for that role. Rogue got to be stacked like a sister. Cornbread fed, red beans and rice didn't miss her. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. It's just a lot of times, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A lot of times, we as fans jump the gun. Because somebody, comic news or Cosmic Wonder or one of them high sub places put a rumor out, and rather than question it or say, I wonder where they got that information from, we just take those cats as the credible news source. And if you listen to, you listen to them talk, they'll tell you if something's happening. They'll, a lot of times they'll say, rumor, guys, this is a rumor. But because when we hear it, we just like, you know what I'm saying? And just, well, we got to go type and tell everybody. Tell everybody. Tell her, bruh. Slow down. Again, rumors, talk, yammering. Don't get all, yeah, we gonna have a black road, or boo, we gonna have a black road. Want to find out if we gonna have anything first? Find out what did actually happen versus what somebody said. And as my man Theo like to say, we rather be talking to you than about you. So get your factoids in order. Fans are stupid for entertaining this idea from Jump Stizzle. Yes, I grizzle. It seemed like we got to have something to be talking about, but that's the nature of social media, y'all. Somebody got to be talking. Somebody got to be running their mouth. Somebody got to be bumping their gums. And if they ain't bumping their gums, they bumping their gums about somebody else is bumping their gums. It makes the internet go round. I don't know. But, get at it from a logical standpoint. Don't get at it from, I heard, and then just perpetuate I heard. Feel me? Oh, he watching the draft closely, apparently. She's a great Misty Knight if they are talking to her about a role. I gotta agree with you there, Gray. I would. She's got the sass. She's got the attitude for a Misty Knight. I could see her. I can 100% see her as a Misty Knight. Misty Knight, loud, saucy, trash talking, and nice with her hands, though. You know what I'm saying? Right up KeKe's alley. You know what I'm saying? Ain't listening to nothing no man say. Especially her own. I'm sorry. I should not have done that. KeKe Palmer, you did not deserve that. I apologize, but it was there, man. It was there. Storm, the only back female mutant they know, black. I know what you mean. Apparently, I what's wrong with Frenzy? She ain't big enough to be Frenzy. What's wrong with Cecilia Reyes? She no habla español. There's more. There's quite a few more, if I'm not mistaken. But we want to focus on the ones that people care about. Because we have, if I'm not mistaken, we had Cecilia Reyes in the New Mutants, and she was played by a Brazilian woman. So, but Cecilia Reyes is Puerto Rican, Boricua, if I'm not mistaken. And if she ain't Puerto Rican, she's a lot closer to Dominican than she is to Brazilian. But Brazil is like 60% black. Or melanated. Is Bryce Dallas Howard too old for Rogue? She looked like a pog in Argyle. I did not see Argyle. How old is she? Let's find out there, Paul. Ain't nobody else named Bryce. March 2nd, 1981. That will make her 43. 43. Not terribly old. I don't know though. I haven't seen Bryce Dallas Howard in any kind of athletic role other than running from dinosaurs. I don't know if she would have it in her to be a rogue. But she's definitely got the acting chops. Yetide Badaki. That's Bilquis from American Gods. She's older than Bryce Dallas Howard. So I don't know, but you know, black don't crack. So we could probably play a role for a couple years before it really starts to tell on us. And the last time I checked, Yetide Badaki still looks, so she could probably do a role or two, maybe. What's that flashing behind me? What's it look like, come on, y'all? That's what's flashing behind me. About that life, son. About that life. About that life, son. About that life. Rogue should be a big old country white girl like the ones from his hometown. Yeah, you paraphrasing the hell out of it. Okay. Um, can KeKe do big action? Don't know. Yes, she does. She got some big ass eyeballs, Gray. Man, I mean, homegirl can see the future. Them eyeballs are banging, son. It is. Oh, okay, maybe. But yeah, even if she got the acting chops, I guess my next question would be, do she got the chops? And from what I saw in Fallout, that is a big old See, even Kamaya, can Ella get yams? Can she get yams? I don't know. She gonna have to do DL and be stinky for a while. Theo say Tempo had a run in Bishop Ward College. They just not building the black characters up, so all black characters know are the white characters. Yeah, the shit we've been saying for years. You don't get no, you don't give a character no airplay. People ain't gonna know about it, and that's a nice segue here in a second. What's good? What's good with you, Mr. Smith? We chilling. We out here. We talking. We talking about Miss KeKe and her desire to be in the world of X. She don't give a damn how. She just wants to be in the world of X. Um, I work with a rogue or two. I bet you do, sir. I bet you do. Armistead Guafney. Welcome, sir. Only in hushed whispers and hither and thither, back and forth, do we see you. Welcome, sir, welcome. He said KeKe should be shard. Bishop's sister. I can't say I'm mad at that. And I can't say I disagree vehemently with that. Yeah, that's a good choice. Just be a matter of inserting Bishop and Shard into that universe. Jessica Chastain, no, no. We just going through finding random white actresses. Let's think now. What kind of attributes does Rogue have? Gemma Arterton. We go back to that question of yams again, because Gemma Arterton is flat as day old beer. she's not she's not filling anything out. So yeah. Yeah, Meth been wanting that role. Meth been wanting that role. And he definitely has the size for it. I don't know. I don't know. And I mean, Method Man is a Marvel head too. So I mean, my only thing would Method Man just be quiet and roll with it because he getting paid to do a role? Or would Method Man be like, yo, we ain't, in the comic books, you know, Bishop ain't like that. So, I'm just, dropping a little science to you, y'all might want to think about doing something different. I don't know. I don't know. When Anna Paquin played Rogue, I'm sorry. I know. See, I be on the radio, so for me, dead air is a bad thing. But I keep forgetting this is my world, this is my planet, this is my universe. I can have as much dead or noisy air as I want to have. But Anna Paquin as Rogue, the worst cast ever. That was terrible. That was terrible. She looked nothing like Rogue, acted nothing like Rogue. And then, okay, I can't 100% blame that on Anna Paquin. Those X movies in the early 2000s, horribly written. Horribly, horribly written. I'm sorry, Brian Singer and anybody else that was on an X movie between 2000 and 2005 or 2007, whenever them three movies, what Bubba Dub say? Trash. It was trash. Straight up trash. Anna Paquin is as far physically from Rogue as you can get. So you talking with a country accent. So what? You don't look the role. And that little streak ain't doing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can 100% F up a casting. Oh my God, yes. Kirsten Dunst. Woo! Yeah, yeah. Ain't Mary Jane supposed to be sexy? Didn't Mary Jane do some modeling? You know what I mean? I mean, maybe that was later after where we're at in those movies, but yeah, Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, go back to Jumanji. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling no girl. I wasn't feeling no girl. I get that, Kamoyo, that they wanted Rogue to be childlike, but again, you also had a 6-foot Wolverine. Your roster of X-Men was absolutely random. Absolutely random. And it's like, how did you get to that lineup? Professor the Film Fan, what's going on? What's going on? The Terrell Austin is in the building. What up? What up? What up, my sahab? And I'm gonna move on because we tired looking at KeKe, right? Yeah. Let's move on to something a little more lighthearted. When I saw this, I absolutely got excited. Not because anatomically they're correct, but not but physically. Iron Fist is like what, 160, 170, something like that. And then Luke Cage is well over 300. Yeah, that looks a little more realistic. $49.99 gets you 3 sets of hands, 2 head sculpts, accessories for Iron Fist, 2 head sculpts, changing hands for Luke Cage. Luke Cage don't need too much more, right? Right. Now, here's what I like about Luke Cage. Now, without anybody saying anything, do we know the significance of that? And because of that is why I go, yes, somebody at Hasbro has been reading comic books. Because if you was reading comic books, you know about the Brian Azzarello written and Richard Corbin illustrated Cage 5-issue miniseries that was out back in, I want to say, early 2000s. And Cage had a 4-finger ring. 2 4, well, not two, yeah, a 4-finger ring. So yeah, I'm liking that you're putting a composite cage together, as it were. Salute to y'all, Hasbro. Um, the figures look like they are extremely posable. I like that posing on Iron Fist. That's real nice. I like that. I like that a lot. That's worth having right there. That there is worth having. That comes out third quarter. So it's available for pre-order on Hasbro and apparently on Amazon too, because I went and looked. So yeah, there ain't no reason why you shouldn't have the Marvel 85th anniversary Iron Fist and Luke Cage 2-figure set. I know I want one. I'm gonna get one. Matter of fact, I'm ordering mine probably next week. I like that. That's sharp. It won't show up till like October though. My wife just discovered that I pre-order action figures, and sometimes they don't come for months. She's like, "Are you still ordering action figures?" Nah, baby, I ain't ordering no action figures in a minute. Anyway, to quote Brother Gray, that would yes, yes, y'all, yes, yes, yes. That's wow, fire. Exactly. That's how I felt about it when I saw it, because I have a 4-inch Power Man and Iron Fist when I think it was the 75th anniversary when I got that set. But it has Tiara, Luke Cage, and the puffy shirt and all of that. And size wise, they're disproportionate. You know what I mean? So, because they're both the same size. And we know Luke Cage is 10 times bigger than little Danny Rand. So, I like the fact that they got these guys correct physically. That goes long. And they got a big Luke Cage figure, you know what I mean? That one, the Thunderbolts one, they got that one. That one's cool too. That's my preferred Luke Cage figure, but looking at this, and if you need a 1970s Power Man and Iron Fist, you can always get that new Luke Cage that's out right now and put that with, ooh, there's an economical option if you already have Iron Fist. Just get that new Luke Cage that came out. What wave did that come out with? Um, the Void, where the Void build is a builder figure. Grab that Luke Cage. That'll go good with an Iron Fist. So yeah, you know what? Folks are either extremely homophobic, because everybody does that. I mean, it's to have to be that ultra aware is unfair. You know what I mean? Because why I got to say pause all the damn time? That's vexing. You know what I mean? Just let me talk. You be comfortable in your manly. I'm not saying that at you directly. I'm just saying in general, because a lot of people do that. Pause. You should say pause. And if 4 inches makes you nervous, You know what? I'm getting off this subject because I don't want to get on this subject. Yes, we are. I will be. I will be. I will be. At Gray, yo, post them actress in Discord. Uh, y'all Discording. Yeah. Fill up the Discord. Is it time for an action figure unboxing, kids? Is it time for an action figure unboxing? I got an action figure today. It's actually it's pretty nice from inside the packaging. But I think it's a line I might start fooling with. I might start fooling with them, y'all. This is what we got today. Boom. Animal warriors of the kingdom. And there are different tribes. You know what I mean? So here's what's going on. But you in the world of pause, and the neighborhood of pause, and the conversation of pause. And pause is more than just a word that means to stop for a second. It's a misnomer saying I am heterosexual. And me, I'm heterosexual, even if I don't say pause. So anybody that does think that or wants to poke fun or be immature or do that, okay, I ain't gonna 100% participate in that. That's all I'm saying. Because if I'm saying something and I feel like I've expressed myself effectively, I I ain't worried about people who think not saying it's gonna make you be something that you aren't. But anyways, what I wanted to get at was to show you this. Yeah, I just showed it to you in real time, but what I wanted to show you was this is a whole thing. It's not just action figures. You know what I'm saying? They got accessory sets. See what I'm saying? That's nice. That's very nice. It kind of reminds me of Mythic Legions. And after I pull it out and get a feel for it, I'll let you know if it's similar or identical to Mythic Legions figures. Also, Animals of the Warrior Kingdom has comic book line. Comic books, comic books seem to be a very effective medium at getting your point across, isn't it? Or effective advertising of your action figure line. Hint, hint, hint. Now, without no further ado, let's do. And pulling it out. Ooh. Comes with not one, not two, but 3 weapons. He's got a bow. See, right there. Nice. Also, in a little package inside of the box, taped to the back, is extra hands. I don't know if you can see those in there in that little package like that. Yeah. Those hands, let's take a look at those. Those look like they got a little more going on than your regular handset. Good thing this is live. Oh, Look at that. So three sets of hands. That hand right there. That's a gripping hand. Then we got just a fist. So Cordoon. Let's get this Cordoon warrior out and see what he's doing, what he's working with. See what he's working with. So he's kind of, well, not kind of, he's feline in nature. You know what? He's got a nice bio on the back of his box. Oh, it's got one of those little plastic thingies holding his body in place. Let me snip that. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's read what the bio say. Let's read what the bio say. Okay. As I read the bio, you may look at that. Cardoon. This stoic feline trains the feline warrior in the traditions of feralist warfare. If the day should ever come, he is ready to join them in battle. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I saw another feline warrior from this line that I liked. He was a were panther. Yeah, I ordered him. Did you think I wouldn't? Yeah. Okay. For my first time getting him out of the box and manipulating him, I can tell you he ain't stiff. He hopped right out of the box and started posing. Yes, he did, sir. So that's Cordoon, y'all. He's got weapons and extra hands. But what else was we talking about doing with him? You know what I mean? He's got these I like these blades. I like these kinds of blades. Kind of like what Hannibal used back in the day as his chief chop a white man weapon up. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's a gang of sharp, man. That's a gang of sharp, man. You can bend it that way where, oh yeah, bro. This is I can see a whole lot of things going on with this right here. Cordoon, huh? Yeah, that's nice. Got that head turning, doing things, looking up, looking down. Yeah, a lot of articulation in this puppy. I likes that. Yes, sir. That's a fine looking figure right there. Okay. Enough of me perseverating over my toy. Um, what was y'all saying while I was perseverating over my toy? Y'all still on pause. Yeah, you don't want to be saying pause about that all the time, do you, Queen Mother? Still the cheapest form of entertainment. And the eyeballs and flames have it. Apparently, Cordoon is a hit. Yeah. And when I get that Panther one, I don't know if I want to use him as an Earth X T'Challa or Cold Tiger in the Future Avengers. Is it Future Avengers or or A2 or those Avengers where they had Fred and Stinger and all of them, and yeah, that universe. Um how many figures are in that line? They so far they have three waves. I want to say they've got like 8 waves. They've got like feline cat waves. They've got um like kind of like wolves and different kind of animal kingdoms. So yeah, 3 waves they have so far. I haven't seen any like bird type um animal warriors, but I have a Mythic Legions warrior, a winged warrior that kind of the color scheme is reminiscent of Stratos. Um, and they almost look like they're made from the same mold. This is a very solid piece of action figure. So yeah, it wouldn't shock me one bit if them and Mythic Legions use like the same maquettes or whatever. So or the same body type. So this body type is like mad reminiscent of um a Mythic Legions action figure, which I also have 3 of. So yeah, we are keeping that action figure game going. We are going to like I said, I'm gonna get this Panther one. I already got a spare necklace for him to put on. I think the only thing that he'll fall short in is I don't think he doesn't sport a tail like most wear pincers do. Um so how whoa. Soul Strangler should be arriving soon. Okie dokie. We'll keep the light on for him. What was that? Red Roof Inn or Motel 6? That was Motel 6. This is Tom Bodette from Motel. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there. Give me a couple apes. I'd be straight. Speaking of apes, let's talk about that one. Do we hear what's going on with this POS? They're freeing him, letting him go. Got convicted in 2020. He's getting out in 2024. He was sentenced for 23 years. 23? Out in less than 4. Okay? I should not have to say what most of us should already be thinking. The justice system is broken. This man's actions started an entire movement, bruh. An entire movement. Yet he's walking out on some BS technicality. Somebody didn't do something with the paperwork. Somebody didn't go where they were supposed to go and handle what they were supposed to handle. And so now a man who we know for a fact is a sexual predator is going to be walking free again in Hollywood. This kind of shit makes me not want to go anywhere near Hollywood or people in Hollywood. You see how funky they are. You see how shisty they are. You see how foul they are. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Now, I'm not saying every human being in Hollywood is corrupt, foul, and trash, because they're not. Statistically, that's impossible, I think. But that dirtbag definitely deserves to be getting stretched, if you know what I mean. And I ain't pausing for that one either. um, it's a symptom of a larger problem. Okay. In 2016, was it? 17. When Trump got elected, one of the first things he started doing was appointing judges. Do y'all remember that? He started appointing judges. Now I'm about to give you a grill moment here. And I don't want to go too political for a minute, because political ain't my thing. But Donald Trump started appointing judges on the local level, on the state level, on the federal level. And so now the effects of his machinations are still reverberating through that system. What is it? Seven of the 9 Supreme Court judges? Do you see what's happening? Or more accurately, what's been happening? If I got the judges that's going to do what I say do, I'm pretty much going to be able to do whatever it is I want to do. Remember, countries who are under the heel of a dictator right now started out with these kind of effed up decisions. Hear me when I say, man, voting ain't about the damn president of the United States of America. That's not what voting's about. Voting's about everything else. The senators, the congressmen, the judges, the councilmen, the governors, the mayors, all of that. Because that's what affects your way of life. Very rarely, or I should say, infrequently, the president of the United States does something that affects your life directly. But for the most part, it's Congress. It's the House. It's them folks passing bills. It's them folks that's making decisions and across the aisle from each other, not getting along and never ever being able to get anything done. That's the problem right there. That's why you have Harvey Weinsteins walking around free. That's why you have these dirtbag ass cops who kill somebody and walk away. I mean, don't get it twisted. Being a cop is a hard ass job, and I wouldn't want it. I was married to a woman who was a cop once, and she came home crying a lot. She came home upset a lot because of decisions she had to make, decisions she didn't want to make. Decisions seeing her fellow police officers making. Hear me when I tell you. It's chess, baby, not checkers. They playing games, but they ain't playing, if you understand what I'm saying. They want to control everything. They don't want a middle class. They want rich and poor. But I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to go ahead and read some comments, because I know y'all got some effing doozies. About Mr. Weinstein, New York court totally messed this up. The DA tried him on character and not the charges. That's the New York court system. New York ignored Diddy's accusers too. This is why when you take someone down like this, you need to make sure you got him 100 and not celebrating and glad handing like the Karens that took it to the Me Too movement that took the Me Too movement over. Man, why was that so hard to say? Yeah, yeah. Don't stop fighting till the fighting's done. Yes, Queen Mother, all over the place. And now we are seeing the germination of those seeds he planted. Should nobody be shocked about this shit? You know what I mean? It was calculated. It was planned. Why would I be appointing judges left and right if I didn't want? You know what I'm saying? It's slick. I mean, if it wasn't him, I'd be like, very clever, sir. You are the dirtiest man in the country, in the highest office in the country. Yeah, you better make some plans for the future. And he did. Yep, Trump loaded up the judges. So why hasn't Joe? Well, for one, there's a time to do that. He will actually get to do that on his way out if he's going out. Biden has been loading judges too, just not in the Supreme Court. Exactly, because everything eventually gonna come to the Supreme Court. Yeah, I saw that. That was, yeah, that's calculated. Absolute power corrupts absolutely all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. My wife is an election commissioner. D-Real is on point. Hey, ain't got no reason not to be, family. I'm telling you, man. I ain't been voting quite long as Grand Madam Tarot, but I've been voting quite some time. And just here's a question for you. Just for craps and giggles. How many political parties are there? And I give you a hint. It's more than 2. So if it's that many political parties, why does the presidential candidate always come from one of 2? Why does nobody contemplate that? Furthermore, why do we just jump on a boat and say, I'm red or I'm blue? Is there more than red or blue? Hell yeah. But nobody bothers to ask. I hear all of these people, and I know y'all done heard them too, talking about the lesser of 2 evils, the lesser of 2 evils, the lesser of 2 evils. How in the fuck is it the lesser of 2 evils when there's over 7 parties? Nobody bothers to look into what it takes to make one of those parties as big as those other 2. Nobody is encouraging anybody on the local level to join the Libertarian Party, to join the Green Party. So we just got red and blue. When you go to Baskin Robbins, all you want is chocolate and vanilla. When you go to the buffet, do you just get a salad? So why do we settle for those two whack ass parties that don't ever get much done? Aren't you tired? Ain't these prices just blowing your mind? Ain't you tired of that? Paying $10 for a can of soup. The fuck? We got to change our thinking, man. We got to start thinking differently. Just because that's what your grandma did, just because that's what your mama did, does not mean that's what you need to do. Without any conflict, there is no change. You're gonna be stuck in the same pattern over and 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 over. And as far as I can remember, which is like the 80s, this has been the pattern. Republican, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat. What is that? What's the definition of insanity? What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Is that not what we do every 4 years? Is that not what we do every 4 years? The same old shit and expect a different result. That's why a lot of people say I ain't voting no more. That's why a lot of people say it don't make no difference what I do. It ain't gonna change, because it hasn't. I can see why those people are vexed. But instead of quitting, instead of giving up, you do something different. Go ahead and do something different. That's exactly what it is, Kamoyo. Mental programming, mental effing programming. And people be falling for the shit. Hook, line, and sinker, bro. I'm just like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yep, that's the very definition, Gray. And we've been doing the same thing for how long? Hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. It's a game, man. It's a game, because they tell you if you don't do this, it's gonna take away your freedom or some old BS story like that. Nah, man, they shaking in their boots about you changing something up. Because if you change something up and make it a real change, a permanent change, then it makes you capable of doing different things. Then that's when they send assassins after you. But I'm gonna stop because I'm getting ready to get on my conspiracy theory tip, and I don't want to do that. I vote for that which helps my people. I am not beholden to either party. And I really wish everybody else was like that, Kamoyo. My brother and I think we figured that out in like during the Clinton era. Because I'd voted 1, 2, 3 times. And 2 of those 3 times I was still in the military. So duh, I'm just gonna vote for the one that you know what I'm saying? So that was what I was supposed to do. But then when I started thinking for myself and seeing, oh, this is BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is stacked. This is stacked. So I have to look at that party and say, oh, that party is very, very selfish. But they are also very practical. This party wants to keep a titty in your mouth. Excuse my language. I don't been saying S and F. So yeah, wants to keep a titty in your mouth. so that you can't see the dirt they're doing. Oh, but they're helping. Oh, they're helping black people. Trust me, Democrats don't help black people as much as you think they do, and Republicans don't hurt black people as much as you think they do. Facts. You go look it up. I already know. I've been knowing for a minute. And when you say the lesser of two evils, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. I want my vote to count. It might. But you gotta, just like these people who are Republican and Democrat, you gotta prepare people to vote. You gotta pump their heads full of stuff. You gotta kick the Willy Bobo, as it were, and get him out there like, yep, yep, Did you see D-Real? D-Real said he was gonna make elephants pets. I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Anyways, we should be voting candidate, not party, because all parties need to be done away with for good. Edward Stewart, facts. 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 The way I feel about it, honestly, anybody should be able to run for president. I mean, not anybody per se, not just the crackhead walk in and say, oh, I promise crack for everybody. No, not like that. I'm saying everybody who's capable of doing that job, mentally, physically, everybody that's capable should be able to run. Yeah, elections would be a whole heck of a lot longer, but you know what? I bet you get a whole different result if it wasn't nobody dependent on what Democrats and Republicans want. And if the machine insists on keeping the House and the Congress Democrat and Republican, then guess what? Get you a president in there that ain't gonna lean towards neither one of them mofos. Oh, I bet you that'll make red and blue work together when you know you got a nutty ass president that could drop anything strange, weird at a drop of a, hey, we need to get together, and you know what I'm saying? Or would they actually be willing to let the country burn? What am I saying? Of course they would. Yeah, party crap ain't working. And that's the bottom line. Parties ain't working. And I'm done with it. Look at here, y'all. Now, I want to say something real quick about knowledge. You can get knowledge just by reading, studying. If you take everything that someone regurgitates, I can show you better than I can tell you. And Mario Bryson, you my dog, you my man, 100 grand. Love you, bruh. This is just, I'm using it as an example because I see a lot of it. That statement, ladies and gentlemen, is 100% inaccurate. You know how I know that statement is inaccurate? Not because I went and read anything, not because I went and looked up anything, but because that knowledge right there, that knowledge, that's just sitting in my head. Leela Taylor is not the first Black female character in Marvel Comics. Created in 1971, Monica Lynn precedes her by 2 years. Yeah, Monica Lynn precedes Leela Taylor by 2 years. Avengers number 72, if I am not mistaken, is the first appearance of Monica Lynn. 71, no, 72. I'm going to say 72. 72, T'Challa's fighting the Sons of the Serpent, and they try to kidnap Monica Lynn. Yeah, Monica Lynn, first black woman you ever seen in a Marvel comic. I put it like this: Monica Lynn is the first black woman I ever seen in a comic book. That wasn't like just a supporting character, was not like a superhero or something like that. Yeah, that's Monica Lynn. I'd be willing to bet money on it. If it's not Monica Lynn, y'all can show me who is. And just one random black woman occurring and never being seen again, not what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Leela Taylor made an appearance and made more than one appearance. She was Sam Wilson's love interest for a number of years. You see what I'm saying? Monica Lynn, she did not just disappear after one comic book. She was around for years, hell, decades. A lot longer than Leela. So what I'm saying, we study to show ourselves approved. We don't rely, and this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. Don't get your even if you read something that I put out on social media, check the facts. Check to see if it is accurate. If you already know, that's fine. But always, 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 always. I don't care who say it. Check it to see if it is factual first, because there is a rash of non-verified material just being vomited out all over the place. I just showed y'all today rumors being spat out, and rather than people listening and looking and doing their due diligence, they take it as fact and then go spout that stuff to so, oh, did you hear KeKe Palmer's going to be playing it? You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful how we move, how we talk. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to tell anybody that you ain't got a right to say something or do something. But I am saying we really, 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 really need to be careful where we get our information. Okay? Somebody's opinion is not a fact. Somebody's thoughts are not a fact. And inaccurate information is most certainly not a fact. So, do your due diligence. I mean, I know because we like, it's this quick. Bam. Meme. Done. Share. Done. Did you stop to check any of that before you shared it? Oh my. Oops. Oh my. Yeah. So, accurate information, y'all. Accurate information. Well, we are now at a boom. We right there, y'all. And I purposely left a little bit of that out there. Q&A. What we trying to say about Q&A? Are we doing Q&A today? Is it okay? Q&A. What we trying to say? I know you got questions about a number of things. And if you don't ask them, you ain't going to get no answers. So I would suggest y'all start cranking them babies out. Q&A. What we doing right now? Ooh, we're a little ahead of schedule today. Wow. Okay. I think I like that format. Might run with this. So y'all, anybody, anybody, anybody? No Q&A, no Q&A. Anybody, anybody? Okay, somebody popped up with a question. What y'all got? Drake taking down the Kendrick diss with Tupac in it. Well, first, Tupac wasn't in it. That was some voice crap. That's why I don't like AI. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I don't like AI, but I'm not one ready to just, dip, duck, dive, and dodge into it and say, yeah, this is what we're doing now. So, what do I think? That's what he should have did. I mean, ain't nobody jumping on, Marvel's tip. Jill Gerald. Oh my God. Okay. Let me tell you why I don't count Jill Gerald. Back in the 60s, there was this comic book called, and Marvel did it. It was a comic book called Millie the Model. And that's what it was about. Models. This is the first place where you saw Patsy Walker. Yeah. I didn't read Millie the Model. Maybe that's my fault. But I didn't read Millie the Model. And maybe that's why Jill Gerald just totally, you know what I mean? Did anybody read Millie the Model? Did anybody read Millie the Model? Did anybody go back and read Millie the Model? Did anybody stumble across some copies of Millie the Model in your LCS? See what I'm getting at here? What did Jill Gerald do? Did you do anything? What is with all the beefs in hip hop, anyways? Yeah, that AI crap, I don't trust that much. Exactly. There's always been beef in hip hop. Kamoyo, you know that. Beef goes all the way back. Way, 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 way back. The earliest beef that I can remember. Busy Bee, Starsky, and Cool Mo D. Took it back for you, didn't I? Yeah, that's the oldest beef I can remember. And that's like what? Early 80s? 82? 83? I'm no, like 83, 84. Something like that. So beef is a thing. I mean, hip hop rapper, particularly rap, super egotistical. Mothers got their egos on their shoulders like 95 going south, man. Um, always been beat, bro. Always, always. Yeah, Gray. Millie would be a deep cut indeed. And that's why I'm saying ain't ain't nobody checking for Millie the model. So if we ain't checking for Millie the model and it's her comic book, we damn sure ain't checking for Jill. And Keita says, nope. Hell no. To the no, no, no. I don't care if she's in a Marvel wiki. I don't care if she's in the Marvel database. I don't care if she's in Wikipedia. Don't nobody care about no damn Jill Jam. I said it. Period. What else y'all got? What else y'all got for? I know that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. So I'll have to rephrase my statement and say the first black woman in Marvel Comics that anybody gave a damn about. Lord help me if a million Gerald fans come out of the woodwork and attack me. Chiefs pick yet? No, I don't think so. Let me check. No, we got I don't think we picked today. What do we got today? 1 through what? Nah. Oh yeah, I didn't think that. Yeah. Nah, you a long way to go. Because we didn't trade up and 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 bam. Nah, we still down the road. Down the road. Paul Martin watching it. Right there. If we have a pick in the first round, it's gonna be it'll be a tackle of an O tackle, I think, because we need some not versatility, depth. Here it is, depth at that left tackle. You know, because you protecting Pat, protecting the back. That's that franchise. So yeah, we can't be BSing around because more than I feel like that's a more important pick than a wide receiver. I mean, and what you gonna say? Didn't we win a Super Bowl with no wide receivers? Yeah, but you don't want to keep being in that situation where you got to dig and scrape to figure out what you gonna do with your roster as far as wide receivers go. That shouldn't even be an issue. If you got a quarterback, you should have at least one reliable wide receiver who's not a tight end. And they kept Kadarius Toney. Something tells me we're going to regret that, but I would love to be wrong. And I would gladly eat that crow if Kadarius Toney turn around and get 1,000 yards this season. Wishful thinking. Don't quote me on nothing. No, D-Real said Kadarius Toney gonna get 1,000. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I just said I'd be surprised if. It'd be nice if he did, but yeah, somehow I don't. Nah. And they kept Sky Moore. Another bad decision. I would have hurried up and traded him. This man had what? He didn't even have 200 yards receiving, did he? Yeah, I'd have sent his butt packing. So is that it for preguntas? No more questions for me, por favor. No more questions. No more question. No more question. Did I? Oh, Nikes. You know what? I didn't even get my night thrasher. I had it in my hand. I was looking at it. I do too. Yeah. The art is janky on Night Thrasher. I get it. I mean, there are some people that just like what I noticed. There's three types of artists. Um, there are artists that can draw literally the human body in any shape, position, or look. And those are the greats. And can draw them in abundance. And can draw, either a piece of them or the body entire. Those people are usually, your guys, like your George Perez's, your Carlos Pacheco's, and then there are people who draw life-like cartoons. I mean, it's art, it's drawn, it looks good, but it looks really cartoony. I get it, it's a comic, but there are comic books where they don't look cartoony. You just like, oh, this is some really serious art. It looks cartoony. And then you got your Rob Liefelds, your Gene Colans, your George Tuskas. These people who've been drawn for years, and folks are like, oh, they're just such wonderful artists. Frank Robbins, and oh my God, yeah. I hate any comic book they do just because they can't draw human anatomy well, in my opinion. And in the case of Gene Colan, it isn't that he doesn't draw well. To me, I feel like his art's very static. Gene Colan is the kind of artist I feel like should be drawing illustrations for books. Because Gene Colan can encapsulate some stuff in an image. Because I thoroughly enjoyed Tomb of Dracula. I did not like him on Daredevil. I did not like him on Captain America and Falcon. Matter of fact, all the great books he done been on, I never liked him on. I never liked his art. I didn't like his run on Avengers. Gene Colan is not, he ain't that dude to me. You and I just like the same. Man, the 70s had some people, man, who thought they could draw and they really couldn't. They could not. And you know what's crazy? You see the cover, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, 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 ooh, that look good. And then you open it up and you be like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? That kind of stuff. So yeah, Paul, I 100% get it. Everybody don't do it for it. You know what I mean? Herb Trimpe. Oh my God. Oh my God. Herb Trimpe. Herb Trimpe would probably do better if he did animated cartoons. Like anthropomorphic characters like Bugs Bunnies and Woody Woodpeckers and Animaniacs or some stuff like that. But yeah, I ain't never liked his art. Period. Paul, I thought that was just me. Um, I thought that was just me, bro. Steve Ditko. Because I mean, you look at the artists at the time, people who was drawing when Steve Ditko was drawing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and then during that time, it was mostly Kirby. So Kirby really making your pencils look like trash. You know? So you know what? Some people gonna get mad. It's probably gonna some Steve Ditko lovers gonna see this and they're gonna be like, hey, derail. I heard what you said about Steve Ditko. Rest in power. Is Steve Ditko still alive? I don't think he is. I thought I saw something. Yep. 2018, Steve Ditko passed. So rest in power. Rest in power. Yeah. Uh. Joe Madureira. Um. Um. Very reminiscent of Ed McGuinness's style. That's what I think about Madureira. Battle Chasers was nice. I liked Battle Chasers. But yeah, just like what Paul Martin said. Boom. That. That right there. Why is it so hard to draw Spidey? Why did it take until Romita started doing it that people started really standing up taking notice? Bushima, when people really started taking notice. I mean, I ain't saying people didn't take notice of Spider-Man, but I'm just saying the art, when the art got that much better, it was like, oh, I really want to look at Spider-Man now. So call it what you want to call it. It is what it is, what it is. So we're gonna sit around, and talk about who our favorite artists are. Is that what we getting ready to do? But y'all already know. It's Perez all day on mine. I find it difficult to just didn't nobody do it like he did it. I mean, he crammed more characters on a page than you could shake a stick at, man. I just, oh my god. The JLA Avengers miniseries, I think I want to say it's issue 3. Yeah, issue 3. I believe George Perez drew every character who has ever been in the Justice League and the Avengers up until that point on the front of that book and on the back of that book. And it was gorgeous. You know what I mean? It looked like a big ass collage is what it looked like. And it was fire, man. It's fire. If I could create a Black Panther boxed set, what would I put in it? So a box set, not an omnibus. So throw that back at me, because I'm thinking I'm omnibus, but box set is just like a collection of books or a collection of issues. Um, in order, um, Fantastic Four saga, just everything, everything Fantastic Four that features T'Challa. That would be a whole the Hickman run, all that. That would be a whole set, right? That'd be one. Um, of course, Jungle Action. Two, um, I would take, if you want to call it T'Challa in the 80s, I would take Panther's Prey, Panther's Quest, and maybe like one or two of those stories in like the early, like in the 80s, where, like Defenders, like when the T'Challa and Namor beef first started. I will put those issues together, and maybe like a couple Marvel team ups or Marvel 2-in-1s to round that out. Then, of course, the Priest run, the Hudlin run. I ain't as crazy about the Coach run, but that Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, and then Evian. That's what I would put in a box set. And I would have somebody maybe like Chris Allen do like a poster or a pinup or something like that, a Stormbreaker or something like that, to go in there with it. Took my eyes a while to adjust seeing Perez and Byrne on DC. Prior to them, I thought Grell and Adams were DC's best. Mike Grell? Yeah, he did Legion of Superheroes. I liked Mike Grell's art. John Byrne. Neil Adams, of course. He wrote the John Stewart story. Yep, we already took care of you. So there it is, family. We done put it down like 1,000 pounds. That was a Q&A for me and for you. We all learned a little something today. Look here, y'all. It is about that time, so I'm about to start moving and shaking down the steps, cause my belly talking to me, and y'all probably can't hear it, but it's talking real loud. I'm trying to murder it down with some water. Thank you for pulling up tonight. I always have fun doing this, and y'all make sure y'all pull up again tomorrow night. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. And it's Friday. We Friday vibing. We gonna be Friday vibing. Let something happen. We Friday vibing. You smoke what you smoke, you drink what you drink, and you pull up, and we just gonna have a good time. Sometimes there may be a guest, sometimes there may not be a guest, but even if it ain't, we still gonna do what we do. We still gonna make it happen like that. So y'all go ahead, set your alarms, set your notifications, so that when these things start happening, you get them. So that's it, y'all. My man say peace and good luck with your Chiefs. Yeah. I think we'll land okay. But look here, y'all. I had a great time tonight talking to y'all, talking about the stuff that was easy to talk about, talking about the stuff that wasn't so easy to talk about. But it's all easy to talk about with y'all because y'all are so easy to talk to. That is it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.